Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you missed last week's episode, we visited the town of Eromanga, the home of Australia's largest dinosaur. We met the Cunnamulla fella and I swallowed a fly. Want to see some more action? Jump in this week. We're going to kick it off on the bank of the Wallam Creek in Bowen. It's a great little free camp as we make our way back to Brisbane. Well, our luck's finally run out. It rained after about a month, but I've got to say it's been a bit of a relieving change, hasn't it?
It's nice. It's settled the dust.
Oh, it's definitely settled the dust down. There's definitely a plus there. But it's eased off now. It looks like it's clearing, so I'm going to get out for a bit of a walk. We'll have a look around the town of Bowen. It's not the biggest town on earth, but looks like there's a bit of history here.
Yes.
Yeah, campgrounds are quite good.
Campgrounds are great.
Yeah, but I will say, we probably only had about, I don't know, maybe 15 mil of rain today. It wasn't anything outlandish, but it didn't take too much for the campgrounds to start to bog up, so that's something to keep in mind if you come down here, but I think we'll be pretty right. Alright, let's go for a bit of a walk around town. Alright, Main Street of Bowen. Exciting times, full of traffic, full of people. No, in all honesty, it's got a great pub here, and it's also got a heritage centre you can come and check out. There's a shop here you can get a couple of general groceries at. There's a cafe. Yeah, it's not too bad for, once again, another overnight stop on your way to somewhere else. Or if you want to come and spend a couple of days by the river, I understand there's some pretty good fishing in the creek here. So I keep on saying river, but it's a creek. It's Wallam Creek, not Wallam River. Looks big enough to be a river though. Yeah, but there's plenty of fishing down there as well. So, you know, that might be the sort of thing that people would really enjoy to do when they come down. If not, there's plenty of ducks around to feed. Great little campground. Okay, the free camp here in Bowen normally offers toilets and showers to use. At the moment they're out of order because they're rebuilding them. So just out the front here, this is a park, but there's also like a bit of a kid's skate bowl there in a park. And this leads right at the back there, behind the fence, there's a footpath, which takes you all the way back down to the campground. At the moment, and it's the end of April, early May right now, the showers they are still offering, but you've got to go to the showgrounds to get it. Yeah.
If you need a shower, go to the showgrounds.
Yeah, exactly.
The campgrounds right near the cemetery, and the cemetery does have toilets which are operational.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Yes, there are some toilets up by the cemetery. I saw a few people out last night who wouldn't walk down there. I don't know why, I don't think there's anything in the cemetery is going to bother them too much, but there was a few people with torches about 50 metres to the left of the cemetery doing it there. So anyway, there we go. Alright, here's the Bowen Memorial Park. How good is this? You can have a campfire down at the campgrounds, and the town put on some wood in crates. It costs you $5 for a crate full. They even supply a trolley for you to wheel it back to your campsite. All you've got to do is return the trolley. That's fantastic. Road train coming through town here. We're going to come to a stop. Normally they're full of tasty T-bones. They're on their way to Brisbane. This one looks like it might be empty. Oh no, I can see the feet inside. Well, we've decided we're going to pack up and move out of Bowen today. There's not a great deal of stuff to do in here in town, but it is a good little overnighter. One thing, if you come in here and it's been raining, it doesn't take too long for this all the dirt and stuff around here to turn into a bit of a quagmire. So just be mindful of that when you come down. There was a lot of people come in last night. We were pretty much on our own yesterday afternoon, and then this morning I've woken up and there's caravans absolutely everywhere. So obviously a very popular stop, but as I said, probably good for a one-nighter. But if you're really into fishing and things like that, apparently the creek's quite good for that. So yeah, I think some people look like they set up here for a little while and come out here and just enjoy the town. But the town was quite peaceful. Obviously very, very quiet. A couple of things to walk around, have a look and see and do. We did go up the pub last night. We had a feed up there. We didn't film anything when we went up, but it was good value. Typical, you know, country-sized meals. About $25 a plate. It was pretty good. So, yeah, if you ever come out this way and you want a good overnighter with a good pub meal, come and stop at Bowen. Comes a very rare blue tree. Well, good morning. Well, Ellie and I have woken up in Talwood this morning. We stopped at a little donation camp in the town. We were going to stay around St George for a couple of days, but we decided that we just keep pushing on because the weather's got cold and we don't want to sit in the cold weather. So we stayed at Talwood. Talwood's about halfway between St George and Gundawindi, I think. Yes. Yeah, somewhere around there. And we thought we'd pull in here for an overnighter, but I tell you what, it wasn't too bad because they've got toilets, showers, there's a big sporting field here, there's a kids' play area. We went for a walk down into town yesterday and there's a hotel down there, there's a general store you can buy some groceries at. There's a lot of funky art around town, isn't there?
Yeah, it's good actually.
There was like it must be a local artist or something, and he's gone around or she's gone around and they've just put up art on different buildings and things. So I'll drop in a couple of examples of the stuff that we found yesterday, but it makes the town a little bit quirky and somewhere worth visiting. It's worth throwing a couple of bucks in the donation box before you leave because, as I said, you can get fresh water. Oh, there's also a dump point here.
Yes, right out in front of the park.
Yeah, there is, so that's an easy access, and given the way the prevailing wind's blowing, I'm sure it's within smelling distance too, so just make sure you pick your site carefully when you come. But other than that, it's pretty good. The only thing I would say is a downside to it, it's just behind us, and I'll show you there, is a, looks like, I think it's a water treatment facility here, because just judged by the signs that are on the building, but you can hear the motor running at different times throughout the course of the night, but nothing over the top, so it won't wake you up out of your sleep. But
I didn't hear it.
Alison didn't hear it, but it certainly hums along.
Yeah,
all right. What are we going to do today?
Millmerran.
We're going to Millmerran, that's right. We went to Millmerran once before.
We stopped on the way through.
We stopped on the way through on our way down to the Warren Bungles, but we're going to stop there. There's a free camp you can hit up there overnight. I think there's one at the golf club and there's one in a park out there. Anyway, I'll go check them out and see which one's the best and we'll stay there. I had a pie as we went through last time, and I think I might have given this pie some sort of super status.
You read online it was a really good bakery and you were keen to try it, and you tried it and you liked it.
So anyway, over the last 2 years, the Millmerran pie in my mind has become the pie to eat. So anyway, I'm going to find out when we get there. All right, want to push on for the day?
Yes, please.
Let's go. Well, good morning. Well, we just had an overnighter at a free camp in Millmerran. In fact, it's not a free camp, it's a donation camp. It's a donation camp with a little bit of a difference. So I'll explain it to you in a second. But just to let you know, we're staying at a place that's called Walpole Park, and it's just outside of Millmerran on the Toowoomba side. And as I said, it's free. You can stay here for 72 hours over a 7-day period. So I suppose that means any week you can stay a total of 3 days. It's got some picnic tables here and stuff like that, and there's also a dump point directly across the street. We walked into town yesterday, and that's leading on to the donation camp. We walked into town yesterday and grabbed ourselves a pie at the bakery, which I'd been waiting to eat for quite a while because we come here a couple of years ago and I had a pie there, and it's a great little bakery in town. So yeah, that was really good. But the difference here is when you make your donation to the camp, you don't do it in the way of money, you do it in the way of your docket. So if you've been in town and you've done a little bit of shopping, then you come back here and you put your docket in the bin. You can leave a little note on the back of your docket as well. So I'll show you what it looks like. I think that's an absolutely fantastic way of getting money into the community. You know, don't take it out of you down at the park. Just go into town, grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a feed, grab yourself whatever. Pop your docket in the bin. Let us know you spent a bit of money in the town. We're more than happy to have you back. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm filming you having your pie.
Well, they're exactly as I remember. And $5. Cheapest pies on the East Coast.
It is a nice bakery.
It is a nice bakery. We've seen a few big things in our travels. We haven't seen a big cello yet. We have now. We were driving down the Toowoomba Range at precisely this moment, and Alison said this.
Steve, it's getting too cold. Let's go somewhere warm.
And then this happened. Take you for a bit of a tour around the hotel. So we're on the second floor and you just walk down the steps. That takes you onto the main pathway which runs you around the hotel, but it's only quite a small hotel, so. Good morning, mate. How are you today? Good, thank you. The Salila Hotel has a beautiful pool area with a pool bar, which is, yeah, really, really, really good. So the rooms up through the centre, they're called the Lagoon rooms, which are a bit more expensive than ours, but yeah, very well populated. The pool goes all the way through, so you just walk out of your room straight in the pool. Pool bar. This is the area that have the ping pong table, which isn't set up at the moment, and yeah, just some more rooms on the other side. It's only a small resort. We reckon there's probably enough room here for, like this, in couples. There's probably about maybe 104 guests. But if they're, like with kids and things along, obviously, you know, I think they can probably cater for about 150 people here, which makes it a really good size. Everything's just right. Okay, so the hotel has its own gym, which has just got a, you know, a Stairmaster and a cross trainer and a couple of treadmills, one of those balls for your weights. But most importantly, particularly being on holidays, set of scales there to keep you honest. It's not too bad, has a great outlook, looks straight out over the top of the pool. Yeah, so I suppose if you're into your physical fitness or you want to maintain your fitness while you're away, the hotel doesn't offer a lot, but it offers enough, and I think that's enough for most people. There's also a beach at the front, which we showed you some video of before. So you're so many people down there walking, running, just doing their thing. Yep, really nice hotel. Can't wait to come back here, I tell you. All right, the beach is a short walk away. I think it takes less than about 5 minutes to get down there, but just follow your pathway. And it takes you down, so I'll just take you through the gates and give you an idea. So let's walk through the gates here into this beautifully mowed open field. We see a lot of Balinese out here flying their kites, but I tell you what I've just seen. I've never seen one of these before. Check out the size of this snail. Check out that bad boy. That is the biggest snail I've seen in my life. Yeah, so the Balinese normally come out here and have their dinners and things. There's a small temple over there in the corner, as there is everywhere in Bali. In fact, I think there's a temple on every corner around us. But if you just look back here, our room's the fourth one up from the end. It just looks out over the field and the ocean. It's really, really nice. 75,000 things that are good about Bali, but the best thing about this resort is it's $4 for a bintang. It's spectacular. And the staff. We mentioned the staff before. And a cocktail, $6. Alrighty, well, we come down to the beach for a bit of dinner tonight. Now, let me give you a big tip. If you're coming to Bali for beautiful beaches and you're on the west coast, forget it, because you ain't going to get it. Oh yeah.
No, west coast is just for sunsets, I think.
It's just for sunsets. We're pretty sure we're never going to get that today. Check this out. Yep, no too much cloud. We've been waiting about 5 days for it, but we're not going to get it. Yeah, but the beaches are really brown. It's because of the volcano. And just in typical Balinese style, everything's a little bit broken, but it's okay. Anyway, we're going to walk along. We're going to find a little wrong. If you have a look along here now, there's plenty of places and plenty of options. The food's normally quite safe for tourists when you come down, so yeah, just we sort of tend to go where people go.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so where we see a majority of people. We read a couple of reviews online just to make sure, but in general, pretty good. We spoke to some people in the hotel and they said it was all pretty good down here, so yes, we'll find a spot and somewhere nice to have dinner. It's a pity we don't get a sunset, but it is what it is. We've got another couple of weeks here in Bali to find something nice on the beach for an evening dinner.
Yes.
Okay, let's find something now. Okay, I'm just looking at the menu for the vegetables pizza, and it's got black olives, onion, capsicum, pineapple, and strangely, ham. Well, we come for a walk this morning along the beach to walk down to the markets because it's bloody dangerous walking on the roads or the streets around Seminyak. The motorcyclists and even the cars, even trucks, they don't care about, well, in fact, there's no footpath really because they just drive on it. So
just Asia.
Just Asia. So we come for a walk along the beach to go down to the flea markets in Seminyak. But it's proved to be a really nice walk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's see all the beach clubs and the hotels along it. There was a big ceremony going on down here for the Balinese this morning, which was good to see. And plenty of things to see and do along the way. So. Just going to go for a walk down to the waterfront this morning. They've got a lot of rawongs down here, so I'll go down and we'll grab a coffee and a bit of a look around and maybe go and find Alison somewhere to get massaged. Okay, we've come down to one of the rawongs, which is right near the hotel. Probably about, what do you reckon now? 2-minute walk down?
If that.
If that. Walk down right on the beachfront, have a bit of coffee. What do you think of your coffee, Al?
It's very warm, it's very hot. It's good.
It's the bloody hottest coffee I've ever drunk in my life. I'm not going to complain. For $3.50 and this view. How can you go wrong? Well, good morning. Well, today's our last day in Seminyak. And one thing we forgot to do was take a bit of a tour around the room because we're too busy enjoying ourselves. So it's a bit of a brothel at the moment. Don't worry about that. I'll show you what you get. So what it cost us out for the week?
It was on special. We looked at bookings.com and
yeah,
there were some deals going, and then we had a look at the reviews. had amazing reviews, and it
Oh.
was very cheap. It was, I'm sure it was like $400 and something.
Yeah,
4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. It was
Brekkie.
like 400 and something bucks with brekkie, and we booked another day, so it ended up costing us about 550-ish.
Yeah, much
Somewhere around there.
closer to when we were travelling, so
Yeah.
it cost a little bit more, but still very reasonable.
It was, yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. But one thing that was in the reviews, and it was very, very true, is the staff here are absolutely tremendous. They are the best people I think we've ever had in Bali.
They're like the Balinese are always beautiful people, but yeah, they really personify how lovely they are.
They do. And every day, they never forget your name. They're always greeting you with a smile. They know your room number. They know how many bintangs you can drink before they push you off the pool bar. They're just, yeah, it's been absolutely
They love
fantastic.
to have a joke, and
great.
Yeah,
And
they treat you like family. So
one of the guys here, Cheapy, apparently the best ping pong player in Bali.
yes. So if you're gonna have a bet with him, make sure you can pay up your end.
Yeah, well, make sure you at least get a decent head start. Yeah, it'll be somewhere around there. But anyway, what I'll do is we'll take you for a quick tour around the room. So for your $550 for 5 nights and your brekkie, you get a massive king size bed, which has been quite good, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is only one style of the rooms. I think they have a couple of varieties.
It has. We're in a garden view room, which is the cheapest of all of the options.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty good.
I'll
It's
show you what we
really
get when I go out in the balcony for that.
Clean, tidy, clean sheets, warm showers.
Yeah.
What more do you want? Because you're going to be outside all the
Oh,
time.
we've barely been in here.
Yeah.
So you get a television set, obviously, and you get a couch. And then you get a great balcony outside, which we've underutilised, haven't we?
Yeah, we've not been out there. You could probably watch the beautiful sunsets.
Oh, you could. So you get a lounge that you can go and relax on. And if you have a look straight through up to there, you can see the pool. And that's like a minute walk. And if you look straight through there, you can see the ocean. And the sun actually sets in between the two buildings there. So, yeah, absolutely gorgeous sight. So, yeah, really, really good there. They have breakfast up in the main reception area. It's just a really nice place to come and stay.
Yeah.
It is. So, on with the tour. Fridge, freezer, and you get a microwave. It's a huge fridge.
It's a big fridge for an apartment.
And it comes with a couple of beers and a bit of water in it. And of course you get your water that you get every day when you come to Bali. So if you've never been to Bali before and you weren't sure, there is a problem with the drinking water here for a lot of people. So they give you fresh bottles of water every day. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's good for brushing your teeth, drinking water throughout the course of the day. We normally shoot up to one of the Circle Ks or something, and we'll buy, one of the markets, and we'll buy some water up there. I think we bought a litre bottle the other day for like 40 cents. So nothing's really expensive like that.
Nothing expensive.
No, it's good. So yeah, little dressing area there if you want to do your hair. I stopped doing mine a while ago, but I think I've told you that before. And exactly. And then here we just have the bathroom. Excuse the mess because we've been in here this morning. So bathroom, huge shower, toilet of course, and that's it. You get your room safe, which we generally lock all our valuables in as soon as we get here and just leave them there. Particularly things like your passport and that. You don't need it anywhere whilst you're here. And that's pretty much it. So, would you come back and stay at the Salila Beach Hotel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh.
I really, really enjoyed it.
We actually were going to cancel our next hotel and just stay here another 5 nights because it's been really good. And it's quite cheap too. So like the meals are, I think on average, the meals are about $6.50 Australian each. There's a small surcharge because of taxes, but you get that everywhere you go in Bali, but it's not much. Bintang was $4 and cocktails were like between $6, no, $5. $5 and $7. That was the price range for cocktails, or $7.50. That's right for cocktails. But I think you were drinking arak for a while. It's like $5, and they make a couple of different drinks with that. So yeah, that was all right. And they have an in-house one which the staff make, which was quite good, which was called a Salila Sunset, which that was quite good, $7. So I don't know, you can't get cocktails for that price anyway.
No, it's been really good.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Definitely come back again. And everyone we've spoken to has said the same thing.
Oh, exactly. And the last thing that I think is important to point out, they sort of use this as a bit of a training hotel here too. So they have a lot of kids come from the local areas who are going through I think it's the tourism school they have in Denpasar. It's something like that. And they come and they do 6 months and they learn. So they all wear a little trainee badge to let you know that they're training. So yeah, give them a bit of slack. And they'll always greet you with a smile, and they do their absolute best. And they've been great, haven't they?
They have been. And from here, we're not far from Potato Head, and down is some famous beach that I've never heard of, but apparently it's the place to go and see. So it's just a short walk, so it's a good base.
It is.
In Seminyak. Yep.
It is.
We're about 5-minute walk down the laneway.
It is.
to the beach.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, if you've come to the west coast of Bali looking for a beach like you might find in Australia, stay home, because you just won't get it here. But
no, it's the volcanic. We're close to the volcano, so
yeah,
the sand is.
It's just a brownie colour.
Yeah, volcano.
Yeah, but
volcanic sand, but.
Yeah, beaches are nice, and the Balinese do their best. They set up plenty of beach clubs along there. You can sit down, you can get your feet rubbed, you get yourself a cold bintang, lay in front of the ocean, do it for less than about $8 a day. So.
And hopefully one day we'll see a western sunset.
Yeah, we've been trying hard to see one. We're going to see one. So. Yeah. So the plan for today, we're going to finish here today, and we're going to head over to the east coast, and we're going to stay in a hotel which is in Benoa, which is right on the edge of Nusa Dua. We're there for 4 nights, and then we're going to finish up at the Melia Bali, which is in Nusa Dua, and we're there for another 4 nights.
So the next one we're going to also had, it was a special on bookings.com, and also had some really, really good reviews. So we're looking forward to it, and I'm sure we'll love it just as much as we do here. Yeah,
it's the next one in Nanya, I think is the way you pronounce it. It's a 5-star hotel. We got it for special 4 nights with breakfast for $505 Australian. So that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I can't stay in Brizzy for $500 a night. Anyway, there we go. All right, well, we'll show you the new hotel when we get there. See you later.
Bye.
Well, that's it for this week. Ali and I really hope that you enjoyed the episode. Join us next week when this happens. All right, I don't want to put too much focus on it, but old mate over here behind me has just poured his beer into a glass of ice now. I don't know if it's a in Bali thing. And we try our hand at whitewater rafting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next Saturday. Okay, we're heading down the dinner for a bit of beach. Oh, no, we're not. Heading down the beach for a bit of dinner. What are you expecting, Al? Some fine Balinese cuisine.
Yeah, sure.